MelodiLive Radio. No te conformes con menos.
We're here today with the photographer from the Melodifestivalen, Stina Stjernkvist. Welcome, Stina.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I love your pronunciation. I'll take whatever.
Sorry for the spelling.
More or less.
First question, Stina, how are you?
I'm good. I'm really excited for the finals. It's this weekend, so it has gone so fast.
We would like to know a little about you, Stina, about your passion for photography and your work.
Okay, yeah. So did start when I was a kid, and I danced a lot, and we had shows and stuff like that. And I brought my dad's camera along with me. And when I wasn't on stage dancing, I used the camera to like capture my friends and um, like the environment behind the stage. And it's funny because that's kind of what I'm still doing at Melodifestivalen. It's just that it's another stage and it's bigger, and I'm not on stage, thank God. But the feelings are the same. It's like the anticipation, the concentration, the adrenaline, and like you intended.
We would like to ask you about another passion because besides of photography, you studied economics at school at the university in Stockholm. Tell us more.
Yes, I do. It's kind of a weird turn my life took, but I think it's really interesting to study, and economics is such a broad subject, and it's applicable to like all industries, and whatever you do, it's always good to have economics along. So it's not the same as being a photographer, and that's why it's so much fun to do it as well. And I think it will complement my knowledge base a lot. And it's fun in a different way. I love both of it.
He's commenting, David is commenting, Stina, that we're not even journalists, but we like make podcasts and things, but we have our own jobs besides this.
Yeah, it's good to have like different things to do and use different sides of your like personality and knowledge and stuff like that. I think it's enriches your life.
As a fan of the Melodifestivalen that you are now, when it exactly started, like when you started liking or supporting this show, this amazing show?
It's so difficult to know exactly when it started because it's kind of always been there. It's so rooted in Swedish culture, and especially for me, I still am kind of a showgirl. I love singing, I love dancing, and I've always loved it. So Melodifestivalen has always been a big part, like of Swedish culture, and also something that really has spoken to me since I was a kid. So it's so difficult to just pick a moment,
Of course.
because like since I started working with it, it's turned into another kind of relationship, if you might say, that I've learned so much more about Melodifestivalen, like not in the sense maybe as Gustav is really good at like knowing all the facts, but I've gained a lot of knowledge in how it works and who works with it, and I'm so impressed by all the people making this show work. Even it's like yeah, I'm really impressed by the professionalism that is behind, that you never see in the the television, but that makes it all work.
We move into the next part about your professional part. First question is, you have been a photographer for Melodifestivalen from 2015 to 2021. How has your experience been during these years?
So it's been a ride. It like when I think back from 2015, it was a totally different job than what I do now. Or some parts are obviously the same, but we had a website where we had articles. Like the packaging of the product that I made was totally different from what it is now. Now it is like social media, and I take photographs for other media that can't be on site to use, like you. And it's used in very different ways. But the actual work is very much the same. Like the feelings are the same, the nervousness of the artists, the euphoria when they like make something that they didn't think they would like be able to perform, and that's the same.
We would like to know, Stina, what's gonna be your role at Melfest this year?
So my role in Melodifestivalen 2024 is I take the still photos. So I photograph all the rehearsals, both during like Thursday and Friday, and the main dress rehearsal on Friday night, and during the live show, obviously on Saturday. So and then like apart from the dress rehearsals and the rehearsals, I also do a little bit of shooting with the hosts that we can use for our social media, and like whatever the social media team wants me to do, I kind of make sure they get.
We would like to know, how do you organize your week previous to the Melodifestivalen?
Yes. Okay. So it every week is basically the same. So we have some routines, and usually it follows like the main rehearsal schedule. So Thursdays it's rehearsals, and then Fridays it's also rehearsals on stage with like with the right clothing, and you see the stage show. It's both Thursday and Friday. And then Friday night is the main dress rehearsal, and that's where I take like all the main photos of the numbers. So that's the most important thing during my week. And then because on the Friday main dress rehearsal, everything is supposed to look exactly the same as the broadcast. And sometimes, some weeks it doesn't, some weeks it's more correct. But mostly it works out fine. And so during Saturdays, the live show day, I start at 1:00, and then we have live on tape. It's not live broadcast, but it's broadcasted just before the actual live broadcast, like a pre-party kind of. So we tape it on at 1:00 before the day rehearsal, and then during the day rehearsal I go around and be like, how do people move, and where can I be during the live broadcast, and how does the cameraman run, where can I be and not be in the way and still get the best shots, and what do I need to I kind of make a mental map and mental notes during that rehearsal, because the artists doesn't have hair or makeup, so there's no use in taking pictures of them during that rehearsal. And so I just like go around, chill, and then in the evening during the actual broadcast, I make use of my mental map, and then I run around and collect the shots like backstage before they go on stage, and when they get off stage, and hopefully they're really happy. Often they are. And then of course, like in green room when they receive the news and stuff like that. And also like the last most important picture of the week is the finals or the winner.
We'd like to ask you about, you've been telling us about that moment when you've been thinking about when to take the shots because of people moving, like cameramans and, and dancers. Do you find it difficult to capture the exact moment of expression of the artist? For example, the performance of Marcus and Martinus might be very challenging because of the staging and the dancing. So how you make it?
Yeah, it can be challenging. At the same time, we have a lot of rehearsals, and you hear the song a lot, and you see the number, and most of them, their numbers are pretty much, to a large extent, finished when they start rehearsing on stage. So you kind of learn when in the song you have the possibility to get a good shot, and then you just like click and you hold in and you pray that something will stick. And like in Marcus and Martina's song, it's a lot of like strobing lights, and like different levels of light, so it's a bit tricky, but it's also exciting because you never know if you got it. And then you get so happy when you got the strobe when it was lit, so it's like crisp light. But I just spray and pray.
Yes. David is asking about the performance of Marcus and Martinus, especially at the beginning of the performance, because the cameras like hides everything, like they are pointing them, so it might be very difficult to find the right spot to take the shot among all those cameras.
Yeah, it is like, but it's also a good sport. I think it's a little bit fun. uh, but what was not as fun, do you remember Lorene's statements?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, they had like, I don't know how you call it in English, but the camera with like the crane
Yeah.
uh, in front of her the whole number.
Oh.
Not kidding. And that was like impossible to photograph from like from our regular spot. So compared to that, Marcus and Martinez is really really easy.
Yeah.
And they actually did, because it was just like the last 20 seconds that the crane was away, that you could take pictures. So during the rehearsals and the actual broadcast, they actually made me and two press photographers go, like, we were escorted to the side so we could get another angle, because otherwise we wouldn't get any pictures at all.
We're moving to the next block. We have already listened to all the 30 songs, and the grand final is coming up. So, what are you looking forward to? Like, what's your expectations?
um hmm of course, like, I'm looking the most forward to see the winner win, because that moment is unlike anything else. It's so magical when you're in the arena and you get to know who the winner is and the emotions, and it's like I get chills now just talking about it. So that's what I'm looking forward to mostly. But before we get there, there's a lot of rehearsals left in the finals, and I'm excited to see if anyone has changed anything in their number, because sometimes like small changes also is really exciting for a photographer, or maybe for you too, I hope. So yeah, I think it'll be an exciting week.
Now we would like to move and talk about your early future. Like, will we see you at the Eurovision Song Contest in Malmo or at the next Melodifestivalen next year? What are your future plans?
My future plans are studying first and foremost. But unfortunately, we won't see each other in Eurovision. Maybe things will change last minute. I don't think so, but hopefully Melodifestivalen next year. Like it's never set this much in advance, but this is my top one favorite job, so I hope for that.
It's very beautiful to know that is your number one job. So
It is.
Dream
we
job.
love it.
We would like to thank you very much, Stina, for your time. We are so excited to be here talking to you, and we hope you the best and congratulate you for your amazing job.
Mm.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to be with you, and thank you for inviting me.
So, if you would like to say something in Spanish, to say bye or something like that.
Would you like to say something in...
What do you want me to say? Maybe not una cerveza, por favor. No?
It could be.
That's
it
all
could
I
be.
know.
Why not?
I want to learn something more. Can you teach me something?
Yes, of course.
We could teach you how to say good evening in Spanish.
Europe. Good evening, Europe.
Yeah,
No.
good evening, Europe. So it will be Buenas noches, Europa.
Buenas noches, Europa.
Muy bien.
Perfect.
Very
Was that
good.
good? I don't know.
So,
Very good.
yeah, very good. So also you can say hola, hello. It's
Hola.
my name is Stina, so me llamo Stina.
Me llamo Stina Stjernkvist.
Mhm.
Okay.
Very good.
What else? You can promote our podcast. You can say
Listen to MelodiLive.
on EuroLife Radio.
Yeah, how
Okay.
do you say
Okay.
that?
Okay, in Spanish, I think it can be escucha MelodiLive en EuroLive Radio.
Escucha MelodiLive and EuroLive Radio.
Good.
Very good.
Okay.
Very
So-
I
good.
got nervous.
Tack så mycket, Stina. Nice to meet you. We wish
Aw.
you the best.
Tack. I wish you the best. And I excited to see you in the final then.
EuroLive Radio. No te conformes con menos.